Sometimes revelations come to us in the strangest of ways, and sometimes revelations come from ourselves. And if you really want to see how a revelation can be made, I think maybe you should take the suggestion. Someday, when you want to get alone, take a pad of paper and a pencil and just sit in a chair. And as you're sitting in the chair, just get quiet. And when you're quiet, you'll begin to think. And just let your mind go through a stream of consciousness. And as you're doing this, thoughts will come into your head. And with your pencil and pen now, start to write those things down. And just let it be free flowing. Don't put any restraints on it. Just write what comes into your head. And do this for as long as you feel comfortable. And then, when you're tired of doing this or you've run out of thoughts, put your pencil down and go back to the beginning of the paper. And now, read what you've written. It will surprise you, because you don't even know sometimes what you have that's inside of you, the capabilities that you have that's speaking to you to be something other, to be more than you are. Yes, we're all called to be more than we are, but we fail so often. We're all called to be better. We're all called to be more fruitful. We're all called to be more generous. We're all called to be other. And we sometimes don't even recognize that because we haven't taken the time out to see that. What is your inner self saying to you? Do you really ever listen to it? Because we don't listen to ourselves, we don't know ourselves. And because we don't know ourselves, we have a problem dealing with others. If we really got to know ourselves and who we are and why we're here and we have meaning in our life would be entirely different. We would see that we're not here just for me, or not just there for you. You're there because you're part of the fabric of time and space in this time right now, because you are important. And the importance of you is something you need to accept. Part of the problem with so many people who are discouraged and depressed today is because they don't have a sense of me. And if you don't have a sense of me, then you're lost. Because if you don't have a sense of who you are, then how can you possibly relate to anybody else? And if there's that chasm between who you are and who everybody else is, that emptiness, that barrier, then you're lost. And we see this so many times. How do people fill that emptiness? No, they had the drug addicts. They can't help it. They just have to fill that need, which becomes addicted, and they can't get out of it. And if they were lost before, they're even more lost now. Only trouble is, if they had done something before they started the drugs, they might have been able to fill that chasm with something that gave them a life of productivity. Or they hit alcohol, or they get involved in sexual abuse or violence or something. And what happens as a result of that is they think they're filling the need that they have of that emptiness. But we can't fill that emptiness with stuff. We can't fill that emptiness with all kinds of material goods. We just can't do that because it doesn't work, because we weren't created that way. Yes, we were born with an emptiness, but that emptiness was us searching for who our Creator was and for the love that He made us to be and the love He wants to give to us. And as St. Augustine says, there will be no peace. There will only be restlessness until we find rest in Him. And He is the source of our rest, our peace, our fulfillment. He is what we're living for, or should be living for. And the question is, in order to figure out what it is that we're searching for, we first have to know who we are. So don't be afraid to take a piece of paper and a pencil, sit in a quiet spot, and listen to the thoughts that are you.